tired ever. But that's, you got to think, if you're in the gym, this is what they do every single day. They train like this in order to be able to fight like this. So put it in the training.
Croatia, it's Matea JELIC.
Well, as you say, train hard, fight easy, but it will be anything but. Matea JELIC here, junior world champion, coming up into the seniors now, and another little junior helping her on the way in there.
Little Joseph again from WLM.
I hope he's got an agent at least. But she's been an agent of destruction in the seniors as well now. Matea JELIC, a gold most recently, kicking off the Grand Prix season in Moscow. So to make that transition, never easy, moving up from juniors to seniors.
No, it isn't, and I think for me it does take a couple of years. For me, Lauren's probably an exception. She transferred very, very quickly. But it is a big step up, that strength compared to a senior.
It's TATAR, ASKARI.
Well, speaking of step-ups, stepping up into the arena here, well, it may say European silver medalist, but that's just the very tip of the iceberg of the resume of TATAR. World champion last year, Olympic silver medalist in Rio to add to the bronze. She knows her way around the mat.
Yeah, she's excellent to see. TATAR here, still fighting, very, very strong character. I love watching her fight, and again, it's always a pleasure when they're nice people as well. She's a really, really nice person, really nice girl, very respectful. And a legend for me, an absolute legend in this sport and in this weight group as well. For her to win the World Championships last year was such an incredible moment. She's been around for so long, always getting those silvers, and for me to see her win the world, it was a joy to see.
And that joy was shared, of course, by Ali Shahin, the Turkish coach. I've never seen him emotional, but he was for that athlete in that moment.
They've been together for so long, worked together so hard for that one moment. Very, very special.
Special moments and special occasion here. The second semi-final in the women's under-67s. Waiting somewhere off in the distance as she refuels and re-energises is Great Britain's Lauren Williams. She's into that final. Who's going to join her? Matea JELIC, the Turk in blue, TATAR, 6 years her senior, but so much more experience. Eyes down, look in. Sarah Hernandez, the centre ref.
Both looking very, very serious and focused. Two strong women.
Yeah, as you spoke about the importance of the female role models, you don't get two better than this. One more is waiting. Williams waits in the distance. JELIC and TATAR will be trying to find their distance here. It's the Croatian trying to establish straight away, and we know that TATAR likes to take her time, likes to counter, and it's JELIC not wanting to rush in too early, using the front leg. Good block there from TATAR, and that's always been a signature of her style, that patience and that use of the front leg.
Yeah, just standing there, waiting a little bit, using that front leg, leaning back, being hard to hit, very strong. And adapted over the years. As I said, we fought each other a long, long time ago, and she's still here now, still adapting, and current world champion.
Exactly. That experience gives her that world championship crown. But it's a good start from JELIC here. The fighter in blue, as I say, won that Grand Prix title in Moscow. She looked very good indeed. A change of stance from TATAR, back leg. She tried to draw it in there. Changes back.
Almost waiting for one athlete just to kind of push a little bit further with that first shot. Both fencing a little bit, seeing who's going to take that first action.
Well, we've seen everything in Taekwondo, electric quick starts, the perseverance, the desire to keep kicking. This one, much more patient affair as we creep towards 30 seconds left in the first round. TATAR just keeping it free and easy, as again, the protector system has let them down.
At least there's no points on the board. So, for me, again, they're just going to start from scratch.
And that's a good point, Sarah, is it top level athlete and champion, you
Semi-final
know what it's like, that mindset, you have to be so calm and cool.
When you're waiting for something to be fixed, or when you're waiting for a video replay, you have to stay in that zone, you have to wait and stay focused. And I think in the first match, Ketby against Ideun, I think you did see Ketby lose that concentration.
I think that's a great point, well made. But as you say, no points well made on the board just yet. Protector system working, both fighters working for the first score on the board.
Both for me trying to avoid that short distance, that clinch as we say, keeping each other at bay, seeing if they can create an opportunity by using that front leg. But at the moment, no one's capitalising or taking a risk.
Yep, no risk, no reward, and no time left in the first round. And there's no time like the present to try for it. TATAR goes with the push. And they'll both go back to both of their coaches there. A fact-finding mission. You've got to test each other out.
Yeah, you know, I mean, for me now, you don't know what their tactics are going into this match. They're both obviously using that front leg, being ready and focused for something to happen. And they're both doing exactly the same thing. They're very wary of each other, but ready should an opportunity happen.
And you mentioned before the coaching and player relationship. Really important to have that experience in your corner.
Yeah, and that trust. When you're an experienced athlete like TATAR, it might not really need that much, you know, conversation or that much tactics. It might just be, I trust this person and I need this person by my side, and that will make, if I'm happy and I trust this coach, you're going to go into that ring with more confidence. That's, for me, from experience, what I needed. Other people need that constant reminder, constant tactics, you know, others don't.
Yeah, a tale of contrasting coaches, the Croatian and the Turk, both happy with the work. The wise words of Sarah Stevenson, our resident expert here, running the rule over this one. And as you can see, nothing doing on the board. Both fighters happy to lean back, keep their heads out of the road, and just creep in there. Decent little front leg from the Croatian in blue, but not really committing to it too much. TATAR likewise, happy to block, happy to wait.
Dare I say, John, I don't know if TATAR looks her usual self right now. We never know, we've got no points on the board, there might be some tactics that we don't know about, but for me, she's not looking her strongest or her best in this match so far.
Well, you've fought her, you've been in with her, you've beat her, you know what she's like when she's at her ferocious best. Perhaps saving it up here, but certainly not saving too much time now. Halfway through the second round, neither committing, neither throwing the back leg. That is, of course, because the front leg are so good to the face from both, but TATAR, as you say, still in second gear, taking her time.
Just one shot each so far, neither going for that second shot, being very, very patient, and that takes experience to just wait and wait and wait, and if you score one shot at the end, you win. They don't care how it looks.
Exactly right. They have no thoughts for the spectators or indeed yourself at home. They are going about their business. The database is running in their head, which kick, which move, and it is neither wanting to commit as the referee again brings them over. Oh, you can guess why.
And they're both just doing enough as well, John, to not get a gam jump for not fighting. Just every now and then, let's just throw it out there, take it in turns,
So there are still
just enough to not get those gam jumps, because right now a gam jump in this match could make a difference.
And see us throughout the weekend. We have
That is indeed
sessions
a pivotal
tomorrow,
point.
all
The
day,
expert analysis.
and Sunday as
This
well.
one
Make sure
very
you
much
get
toss
your
of a coin.
tickets.
Team
Make sure
Turkey.
you come to the
Young man
World
enjoying himself.
Grand Prix in Manchester.
Flying the flag.
Oh, I think his mother's more happy than him.
Isn't it always the case? Some people love the camera, some people like to hide from it, but there's no hiding place here in the centre of the mat. Last 10 seconds and a real stalemate here. We're seeing explosive stuff. First attempt there at something different there from JELIC. Back kicks, a swing and a miss. If you've missed the first two rounds, there's been no real highlights, but still both fighters very much in this, and Nur TATAR, as you say, not moving that fast, taking her time, even walking around.
Almost a little bit too patient, making it look like maybe she's not at her best. But, you know, we don't know their tactics, we don't know her level of fitness or injury as well. You know, some athletes hide that really, really well, just do enough if they're injured. So who knows? We'd like to see someone make something happen. I think that has to happen now in this last round.
Yeah, for sure. Time to make it happen, time of the essence. But it also provides, well, by way of contrast, we saw Lauren Williams come out like a whirlwind. So as you say, it's not just, you have different body types, different styles, and of course different temperaments as well. But who can make the difference? Here we go. Third and final round. No scores on the board. Croatia and Turkey, near neighbours. And they can't be separated so far. Nur Tatar, for the first time, I was going to say coming forward there, thought about it. A little bit more aggressive, change of stance. Can it be a change of fortune? Trying to draw in for the front leg. The Turk in red, but the Croatian wise to it.
Again, as we said, John, in the first match, if you were here for the first match, players mirroring each other's timing, each other's distance and techniques. And these are very similar athletes at the moment, very, very similar, and mirroring each other. It just takes that something different to create that opportunity, and we haven't seen that yet.
As you say, eyeballing each other. Both running the clock down here. We are, of course, there is a golden score round available if it stays at 0-0. That would be the first to score 2. It used to be just 1, but it's moved up to 2 points now as both move into that open stance. You could put a credit card between them, but neither throwing that back leg. Both aware of the counter-attacking skills.
Nice back leg option there by Tatar, something a little bit different.
Something a little bit different there from the camera operator as well. The level of focus, obvious.
Yeah, nice to see that shot there for Tatar. Always that focus in her face, that experience.
Yep, the eyes have it for Tatar, but the block again from JELIC. Last 30 seconds. Well, we mentioned the golden score and good back kick, she waited for it.
Brilliant technique there, unfortunately didn't score, but beware of Tatar's back kicks.
We'll be seeing Tatar from the competition as we have another video replay. I think the Croatian coach saying there was perhaps a punch thrown there. A little punch appeared on the screen as Tatar threw the back kick.
Well, if we didn't notice it, John, have you noticed? Wasn't the best punch I've ever seen.
No, I would agree with you. There was a punch thrown at the same time as the back kick. I can't think why else the Croatian coach would play the card. We're guessing, of course. Let's have a little look what Sarah Hernandez thinks of that one. As you say, perfect textbook timing from the Turkish back kick. Let's have a look for the punch. Was it this? Let's have a look.
It was to the back of the body armour there. But great option by Tatar. Great option, that back kick. Unfortunately, no point for that.
Yeah, as you say, the timing of the Turk, superb with that back kick.
But JELIC now, knowing you can't punch, because she is going to back kick you straight in that stomach area.
Yeah, knocking the wind out of the sails of the young Croat here, Matea JELIC. We're still waiting, of course. Punch, to our knowledge, wasn't scored, so the video replay card will be pocketed for the Croatian team. Open stance, but not open scoring. Well, the point did score for the Croatian. It was added on laterally there. And the punch option has worked. It's now on Tatar to come forward. She does, walks into a headshot, and the Matea JELIC opening up here. Last seconds, plus the gam jump, how quickly things change.
Excellent coaching there by Croatia. Made all the difference now in this match.
And making the difference down the stretch there. Wonderful stuff from Matea JELIC. We were made to wait for it, but my goodness, the Croatian delivered in the end. Talk about patience.
Exactly what we said in the first round. That 1 point in the last round made all the difference for the ending of this match. So great to see that amount of patience and focus, because that is so difficult to hold yourself back, you know, without letting loose, as they say.
As you say, letting loose will be Matea, JELIC and Lauren Williams. Promises to be a really good final. Well, let's talk a little bit here about JELIC. She threw that punch. The back kick didn't score, but it hurts. Back kicks are not a lot of fun to take.
If that punch hadn't have scored, that match could have been